The first passenger train from Picton to Christchurch since the devastating Kaikōura earthquake has just arrived in the Garden City. The 7.8 Kaikōura quake ripped up the scenic coastal Pacific Railway as kilometres of tracks were swept out to sea or buried under slips. The rebuild of the railway line has taken 2 years and the efforts of nearly 1,700 workers, some of whom were on the train. And adding to the cheer, the government announced it will spend $40 million putting a new 2 carriages onto the line. Kathy Templeman has just driven the train into Christchurch and joins us now on the phone. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
What was the drive like? Because I understood you drove from Kaikōura to Christchurch. How was it?
I was actually a passenger on the train coming in this time. We handed the driving over to somebody else, and I had the opportunity of sitting in the carriages and talking with everybody as we arrived into Christchurch.
So how was that experience? You know, the track's been out of commission for the last couple of years. You're cruising along there. Paint us a picture. What was it like?
It was incredible. In fact, it's so surreal. We still can hardly believe that this train was running on the lines. It was very emotional for everybody. As we left Kaikōura, there were, staff and many workers on the train. And obviously they were actually tearing up. It was just so emotional, waving to people. It was beyond description, to be fair.
Why do you think you felt so emotional?
For the majority of us, especially as the drivers, we just didn't believe that this passenger train would ever be able to run again in Kaikōura. We didn't expect that there'd be any trains. The devastation of the damage from the earthquake was just so big. We just never thought that this day would arrive.
And as you say, you had some workers on board. So these are the people who have spent the last couple of years of their life making this track a reality, fixing it. So what was it like for them? Did you chat to them along the way?
Oh, we did. We chatted constantly, and they were in awe of it as well. I mean, so many of them had taken part and worked tirelessly, 24/7, literally, to get this train where it is today. And it was overwhelming for everybody. It's been a very long day, and I can tell you there's going to be a lot of celebrating tonight.
Kathy, will you drive that line at some point? Is that a route that you would drive along?
Yes, in fact, just before the earthquake, I drove it for several days prior, and I'm looking forward to it. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be back behind the controls, and I'll be taking it up to Kaikōura myself. I'm very excited, I can assure you.
So that Tuesday will be your first time behind the controls since that track has been fixed?
Absolutely, yep, and I can't wait.
That's pretty awesome, really, isn't it?
It is. It's very huge. I mean, for all us locomotive engineers, I mean, we drive trains because we love trains, and especially the coastal Pacific. It's one of our favourite lines. It's one of our favourite trains, and it's certainly been missed.
So, what is it? Just the scenic nature of it? Why is it one of your favourites?
It is the scenery, and it's the line itself, the gradient of it. We get to really drive a train, and it's the pleasure of taking the passengers. You come out through Claverley, and then suddenly you see the ocean. Quite often in the mornings, especially, you'll get dolphins swimming. You see all sorts. It's just a huge buzz, and you'll see the passengers will be racing out to the viewing platform and taking photos. And of course, we just all we thrive on that. We love to see them enjoying themselves on the train.
So was it a smooth ride today? What did you make of the new rail line there?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's lovely. It's smooth. It's it's the best it's ever been, and people really need to get on and experience it because they're going to absolutely love it.
And now that you've encouraged all these people who are going to be thinking, hey, that's something I might want to do. It's every day, isn't it, from now on? What's the deal?
Every day, every morning. The coastal Pacific will leave. It departs 7 o'clock in the morning, and every single day, and we'll get you back. It'll go straight through to Picton, and we'll get you back into Christchurch. If you want to come from the other direction, we'll get you back in here by 8:30 in the evening. So
a big deal for the community, because this is a lot of tourist dollars, isn't it?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. It's been missed, badly missed, and it's absolutely needed. I mean, so many people had to give up their jobs, because this train stopped, and it's just great to see. And now, of course, we're coming back with a vengeance, and we're going to be travelling every day, and we're not going to stop.
Kathy, thanks for joining us this afternoon. That is Kathy Templeman, who is a driver on that train. She was a passenger today, but she'll be driving that route down the Kaikōura coast next Tuesday. She can't wait to get behind the controls.